So I got an email from one of our friends, ironically enough, about friends. More specifically, the lack thereof. You see, our buddy, growing up, never really developed too many friends, and by too many, he said 0. And now he's out of school, and he's like, yo, I have nobody to hang out with. And so he came to me and asked if I had any advice on how to meet, but more specifically, how to develop new friendships. Now, this doesn't just affect people that might have a little touch of social anxiety. This could affect you. Maybe you're going off to college and you don't know anybody. Maybe you got a new job or a breakup. Maybe you and your significant other or your wife, you get divorced, you break up, and your friends side with that person, or they sort of, that's one of the things that you actually lose, your group of friends, in the aftermath. And this is a very common situation. So many times I talk to guys that are fresh off of a divorce. I'm like, so tell me about your social circle. They're like, well, I honestly don't really have many because they all are still hanging out with my ex, and it's just kind of a weird situation. So today it's all about friendship, how to meet them and where to meet them. Finding friends tip number 1, get ready to be uncomfortable. That's right, you've got to push yourself out of your own personal boundaries. I'm assuming that if you don't have friends and you haven't had friends, chances are you have a touch of social anxiety. All right, and in order to meet people, you've got to be willing to be uncomfortable. This means you've got to go places you wouldn't necessarily go. It means you've got to talk to people that you wouldn't necessarily talk to. But this is key. Being uncomfortable is okay, because I have a sneaking suspicion that your new best friend or circle of friends are not going to be the people that deliver your pizza at home. All right, now they could be. Who knows? Maybe you have a mutual love for pepperoni and you discover this when your pizza is dropped off. This could happen. But gentlemen, my guess is that it's not going to, and you've got to be okay and understand that part of the process is being uncomfortable. It's all right. You'll make it. Finding friends, tip number 2, it is time to get social. You, my friend, need to be a bit of a social butterfly. And there are 2 ways you're gonna go about finding new cool things to do. Sites like meetup.com, where you go on, plug in your zip code, and you can just peruse all the different groups, activities that are going on. Okay, the other thing you can do is like City Search. There are lots of websites that will talk about different happenings and cool things that are happening in your town. My personal recommendation, pick 1 or 2 things to do each week. The other option is to start and create new habits or hobbies. All right, now you could join a gym and start working out, meet a lot of people, but the problem with fitness centers, and I actually noticed this the other day, I'm looking around, I'm like, if you were trying to pick somebody up, everybody's got headphones in. Nobody's really talking or conversing. So this is a definite problem with my theory of joining a gym, but working out is never a bad option. Other things you could do, join a church, okay? Lots of social interaction going on there. Get in touch with your spirituality. You could join a sports league, intramural football, softball, frisbee, whatever. There's all sorts of things going on. You could also volunteer. Soup kitchen, Habitat for Humanity, get involved. This is a good thing. Another thing I've heard people actually doing is getting a part-time job. Maybe it's just 10 hours, 15 hours a week, all right, at some cool place that's going to put you around people that are your peers, okay? Same sort of general age group, same sort of life circumstances. This is A, going to make you a little bit of extra cash. That's cool. B, it's going to surround you with other co-workers that you're going to have to interact with and talk with. This is cool. Not to mention all the customers that you come in contact with, that it is your job to help and assist guys. This is, as far as I'm concerned, that's genius. But whatever way you go about getting social, the key is to meet new people. You can't do that sitting on your couch playing video games. You got to get out there. And then it's a matter of talking to everybody. You need, like we said, you got to be a social butterfly. You've got to develop that skill. All right, there's a link below this video to how to initiate small talk that I filmed. Another one about the art of complimenting, because everybody, I should say, likes somebody who gives them a compliment. Guys, you got to get active, you got to get social. Accept every invitation that comes your way, all right? Because here's the deal. You never know. Even if you might not be wild about this person and know right off the bat that you're not going to hit it off with them, and by the way, that is a crappy attitude and you're never going to make friends if you think of it like that, but realize that these people have other friends, and so if they are introducing you to some of their friends, you may hit it off with one of them. The key is to try and expand your social social circle. Right now, it's just you standing in there. We got to get one person in there. All right, you may not like them, and you get them out, and then you get somebody else. Eventually, you're going to have more and more people in your circle. You've got to engage people. It's not just as simple as, hey, how you doing? Okay, that's going nowhere. You got to take it a step further. Get in the habit of asking questions. Hey, what do you have going on this weekend? You know, you're asking, you're probing, you're seeing what's up. And it's this dialogue, this communication that's going to help propel you to the next level. All right, and you don't have to rush things. It's almost like with dating. All right, don't rush it. If you know that you're going to see him next time, you don't necessarily need to be like, so hey, you want to hang out? You want to hang out? Don't look too eager. All right, you've got to bring something to the table though. And so I don't want you to be negative. I don't want you to be pessimistic. I want you to be happy. I want you to be engaging. I want you to be you. Gentlemen, friendships, they're tough to develop, but getting yourself out of a rut, out of your comfort zone is the key to making new friends. You've got to go, you've got to experience, you've got to meet as many people as possible. You're not going to like them all, and most of them you're not going to have anything to do with after that interaction, but in the end, you do that enough, you're going to develop some solid friendships.